Good morning everyone, I hope you're doing well. So welcome back for a brand new video. Yes, I have got my Christmas mug, although we had a bell and it's fallen off, which is quite sad, but I've got a big old cup of tea, which is the first thing I need every single morning. And I thought I would pick up the camera today and do another working from home video because obviously with the news that's been announced, anyone that's office based, if they can, is going to be working from home. I just thought it might be a nice relatable video for you guys who are going to be working from home now. I'm going to be sharing with you some tips I've got for motivational purposes, what I do to keep myself motivated throughout the day, because my job is predominantly home-based anyway. So anyone that is new here, I do have a normal job as well as YouTube. YouTube is not like my full-time job or anything like that. I work in financial advice and I used to be full-time office-based, but now I work from home for the most part and I go in once a week. So I've got myself into a good routine with working from home and knowing what works for me and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be sharing with you like little tips throughout the day of what I do that helps me out. And also I'm going to be just talking to you guys through like what I do and some things that I'm working on as well, because you know, it might just be interesting, like if you're interested in finance, because I get so many questions on Instagram about my job, what do I do as a paraplanner and stuff like that. So I like to share with you guys some behind the scenes so you can get a feel for the job, because I do think it's a great job to be in if you're someone that likes numbers and calculations and you like planning and problem solving and everything like that. It just kind of incorporates all of them things into one job position. So something I wanted to share with you guys, which I'm really excited about, is this little baby right here. You might be able to see her in the background. And this is the Portal Ghost. And I thought it would fit really well into this video because, like I said, now we're going to be working from home and communication is going to be key with colleagues, for example, in this case, but obviously friends and family as well over this Christmas period if you're not going to see them. This device here is absolutely perfect for that, for keeping your communication going clearly and efficiently. So you know what it's like when you're on your phone and you're trying to FaceTime someone. It's annoying because you have to either hold the phone, find somewhere to pop it. I often have my phone and like it falls and whacks onto the desk and it's not good. So this device makes communication with me so much better. You can use it on Messenger, WhatsApp, I can use it for my work calls on like Zoom and things like that as well. So some great features that it has is that it keeps everything in frame. So when you're moving around, it keeps you in frame. The sound quality, guys, is insane. It's got obviously built-in speakers and all of that, and it obviously stands by itself and it's chargeable and everything, which is great. And yeah, it's just great for literally picking up. It's got a handle that you can pick it up like this. Literally is great for on the go. If you want to take it in a different room, you want to speak to your friends and family or like a work colleague, but you're doing something, great for that as well. You know what it's like when you're calling someone on your mobile phone, for example, there's often interruptions, the quality isn't always as good. But with this, it enhances the voice of whoever's talking and minimises background noise. So it really does feel like the person is with you. I think that's quite important, especially like I say, now we're going to be working from home and we're not going to have that face-to-face contact with people we were working with. Or if you just want to contact your mum or one of your family members, you've not seen your grandparents, you can actually have a lovely conversation with them, see them crystal clear and not have any interruptions. So I think it's going to make a great Christmas present this year for someone. It's also going to be great for any of you guys who want to keep that communication going with work. I don't have a webcam on my computer, so this is literally, as you see, it's on my desk here and it's so much easier for me to just use. Also, what I love about it, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't like having a webcam straight on the computer screen. I always think, what if like I accidentally call someone? With this, there's actually a little button that you can slide along to close the camera off, and then you can also press a button to turn the mic off as well, which I think is pretty damn cool. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little demo of me calling Jordan just so you can see how it works. But yeah, I'll do that this evening and like insert it in, just in case you wonder why the lighting's different. So guys, just to give you a little example of how it works, Jordan is working away, so I'm just going to give him a call now. Hey Portal, call Jordan Drew.
Call Jordan Drew emoji revolving hearts on WhatsApp, right?
Hello, Daddy. How was work then? Is it alright?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's fine. Cold. When you went over there, it goes over there, like it moves over there. You're like in and out.
The audio is really good as well. When I went into the living room and let Lola back in, it sounded like you were in the room with me.
Really?
Check out my description box down below to see the link. They do have other products, so it's not just this, they have other varieties as well. So definitely check out the range of Portal products to see what will suit you or one of your loved ones this Christmas. Thank you so much for sponsoring the video. I feel like it's a great fit for this video just because, like I say, communication and working from home and that's exactly what this video is kind of around, you know, and just keeping that work momentum going whilst we're at home. So yeah, I'm going to be starting a report in a second, so I'm going to quickly tell you what I'm going to be doing. Sorry that you're like just looking at me and not the computer screen. I will show you a little behind the scenes throughout the day as well, but obviously client confidentiality and all of that, client confidentiality, can't speak, and all of that, I need to just be careful with what I show. But basically, the first thing I'll be working on is a report oh, it's not the camera, and it's going to have lots of different things in it. So we're looking at someone's pensions, so we're going to be assessing if their existing pensions are suitable or if we should transfer them to an alternative arrangement. And the reason why you might transfer is based on things like charges, the fund performance, the flexibility of the plan as well. Then we're also going to be setting up an ISA for him so he can save in a tax-free environment. And then there's something called a venture capital trust. So if you are a high earner and you have really high income tax liability each year, this is something that people sometimes consider. So effectively what it is you invest into quite high risk investments, and as a result you get a 30% tax relief. So for example, if you invested say £100,000, you may get £30,000 tax relief that you can offset against your income tax liability. So it's very rare that this would be recommended, because it's got to be for a sophisticated investor, someone that is comfortable with the risks they're taking, someone that can afford to take the risks and who has all that spare savings that they can invest into this product, because it is a high risk investment. But for this case that I'm working on, it is suitable. So yeah, we're doing that as well. And we're also doing a trust investment. So there's lots and lots going on in this case. It's a very detailed report. I think it's probably the most complex report I've done working at this firm, because I've only been here for 2 months and I'm absolutely loving it. So my first tip of the day to be motivated, guys, is to try and get up a bit before work, like say 45 minutes before work. Try and have a little bit of a morning routine, like make yourself a cup of tea, do your favourite things, get yourself in a good headspace, walk around the house a little bit, just wake yourself up. Don't rock out of bed and log on. That's what I used to do, and it's just not healthy. And then when you first log on, make sure you make a list. So read your emails, clear as many as you can, because I can't stand having loads of emails. It stresses me out. So do that, and then also, yeah, make a list. Go through your tasks and write stuff down so you know what you need to do today, and prioritise as well. That is key. Don't get overwhelmed and write 101 things down and think I need to do them all today. It's not realistic. Try and make a list of the things that you need to do in priority order so that you can get the essential tasks done first, and then you can work on the more complex cases. So yeah, that's my first tip. So I'm going to start the report now. So once I'm a little bit into it, I will be showing you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes and stuff like that, and show you what it looks like. But yeah, I need to make a start now. So yeah, I hope you find this video helpful. I don't know how long it will go on for. I'm just going to probably end up waffling a lot to the camera, because like I say, it's annoying because I can't show you the screen too much, and I wish I could, but I just can't. I need to be careful with what I show. So guys, a bit of time has passed now. Sorry if the camera is shaky, by the way. When I hold it, it's something like a setting on this camera that I need to get used to, because it shakes basically when you hold it. Oh, that sun is bright. But yeah, I thought I would just give you a quick update of where I am today. So yeah, apologies for any shaky hand action. I'm really trying to hold it as still as I can. I've literally got my arms balanced on my knees. But yeah, it's 11:30 now. So, you know, I'm quite a big chunk into the day already. I'm still looking at the beginning points of that case, because the pensions basically, it's a bit unsure if we're going to transfer them or not. So normally with a pension, you start by looking at the charges, the fund performance, and also the flexibility of the plan. And often it's quite easy to decide. But with this one, it's like, oh, what are we going to do? Because there's just a couple of differences in this one. So what I need to do is, with one of his plans, look at the fund list available, because the pension obviously is invested. And it's invested in something called funds. So I'm going to have to look at all the funds and see if there's something suitable that he could move to, because the current fund he's investing is extremely high risk. So we're seeing if he can remain with the existing provider but de-risk the portfolio, because he's quite close to retirement, so you don't want to risk, you know, your pension fund ridiculous levels. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the minute. But yeah, on to another tip on how to like stay motivated and stuff. Have regular breaks, guys. Go get yourself a cup of tea. I've just got myself another one, it's nearly gone. You need to have regular breaks. At home, I feel like the biggest mistake people make is they have a fear that they have to be at the computer every minute of every day. And I'm telling you what I've learned from my own mistakes, but you have to have a break, because if you don't, you'll just get burnt out. Like, you can sit on your computer 3 hours longer than you would in the office, but it doesn't mean you're going to be as productive. For me, it's all about, you know, short bursts of like doing a lot of work and like absolutely going for it and then having a break. So when I say a break, I don't mean going to sit on your sofa for 15 minutes. I just mean go make yourself a drink, go stretch your legs. I try and get up every hour to just walk around, go get myself a water, get myself a tea. Your productivity levels will be so much higher, so don't be afraid to do it. You don't have to be available on Teams or like Zoom every single minute of every day. You know, if you're in the office, you'd still go get a tea, you'd still go to the loo. You can do these things at home as well, so do not be afraid to go about your normal habits that you would in the office when you are at home. It will make you more productive and it'll make you feel better. Go outside, get get fresh air for 5 minutes. If you've got a dog, like let them outside in the garden, stand outside, get some fresh air. When you get back to your desk, you'll have a little bit of a boost of energy and you will feel better, and then you'll be able to smash more work quicker than if you just sat there and like carried on, if that makes sense. So guys, I thought I'd just give you a little example of what I have to do. So this is like the starting points of a report. But when you start a report, you need to explain the client's current circumstances and what they have. So I just thought I'd give you a little overview. So we've mentioned any insurances they have, the properties, mortgages, outstanding mortgages, and estate planning for the purposes of inheritance tax as well. So yeah, I basically have all these sort of boxes that I need to fill out. And then the next thing I need to do is actually pop in here the objectives of the report. So this report is covering quite a lot of different topics. I haven't actually added all of the objectives yet. So one of them is review overall financial planning ahead of retirement. So then you have to explain what exactly we mean by that. So you then just have to put a summary in here of what we're doing. Yeah, that's basically it. There's no need to read all of that, that's boring. So I've just got back from an hour walk. So every single lunchtime I go out for an hour walk to take my dog out and also to get me some exercise. And again, another tip guys, can't stress how nice a walk is. I'm going to insert some footage in a second of the walk. But yeah, getting out for a walk, like when you don't go for walks, it seems like an awful thing to do, especially when it's so cold outside. But I can tell you now, my whole mindset has changed so much since getting out and just getting fresh air. And the more you walk, the more you get used to it, the more you want to walk and the longer you want to walk for. So please try and get out on a lunch break, even just for 10 to 15 minutes. Get out, get some fresh air, get for a walk, whatever the weather. Maybe I'll let you off if it's like a storm. But you know, even if it's raining a little bit, get out. Like, it's so good for you. Honestly, you won't regret it. You'll feel so much better. Like, there's never a time I do any exercise and then afterwards regret doing it. Don't get me wrong, during it sometimes I can be a bit like, oh, I can't be bothered. Sorry, I'm just taking my wellies off. But after it, I always feel so much better. So yeah, need to get back to work now. Today has been a ridiculous day for deliveries. Haven't really eaten much today. Look, I've got odd socks and they're Jordans. Wow. Just sitting here now having my chicken soup. I always add pepper and salt to it. It's just literally Heinz chicken soup, nothing special. So I'm gonna add some information. Basically, now what I'm doing is I'm adding the pension plans in because I know what we're gonna do with them. So yeah, I'm gonna add all the data into this. You have to add all the, sorry, my hand is so shaky. You have to add all the information on what pension they've got, all the information on it, and then the next page will basically be a summary of what we're recommending. So yeah, this is the sort of stuff I do. This software is so good, guys. I love it so much, honestly. I used to have a huge Word document that I had to fill out, but this just puts it all into a nice report for you. So yeah, don't get me wrong, this report will probably take 2 days. This is literally one page of probably 100 I need to fill out, but yeah, this is the starting point. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my chicken soup now and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So guys, it is 3 o'clock, so we're getting to like the last part of the afternoon. So I finish at 5, I do 9 till 5. And yeah, I don't know about you guys, but when it hits this time, I'm like, by the way, you can see my Primark bag in the back there. That is all I need to do. And look at my makeup, it's all coming off. Look. But yeah, when it hits this time, I'm always pretty tired. I'm just like, oh my God, get me through the last bit of the afternoon. And I feel like this is the point where it's harder to give like advice on what to do. Try and focus on the harder tasks in the morning, because I feel like the later on in the day it gets, your brain does start to slow down. I probably want to say you're probably more prone to error later on in the day than you are in the beginning, just because you're sharp in the morning, like you're getting stuff done. When you've used your brain all day, you are getting tired, you are flagging, and like that's normal. So again, when it comes back to like priorities and stuff like that I said at the beginning of the video, try and plan your morning around the day as well. So try and obviously priority order, but try and get the harder things done first, and then try and leave yourself at the end of the day easier tasks. So for example, what I'm doing right now is data inputting. So in that report I'm showing you, all I'm doing is looking at provided documents like of the client's pension and inputting things like the fund value, the charges. It's not really that difficult, and it's not things I have to really think about, whereas the research and the harder elements I'll do tomorrow morning, because this report's going to take like 2 or 3 days. It's a really big report. So the harder parts, I've really got to rack my brain and type up some really good wording and stuff like that. I'll do that tomorrow morning when I'm fresh, bright and alert, because if I do it now, I'm more than likely to say something wrong, or, you know, it won't read as well, if that makes sense. So definitely try and do your harder, more complicated things earlier in the day, and then your easier things. Basically, what I like is I do emails, clear them down first thing, because that's kind of like warming you up for the day. Then do your harder tasks, and then try and end the day on your lighter tasks that aren't as difficult. That is basically what I think kind of works really well for me and makes me the most efficient and effective I can be at my job. And that is kind of like with 10 years of experience, 9 years, 9 years working experience. But yeah, I'm a bit conscious that I've not been showing like the screen much, like I said. I just can't because it's client data. So I really hope I haven't been boring you by talking at you the whole video. I know it's meant to be a talky video. Yeah, I know it's a bit much, like just talking at the camera all the time. But I hope I'm giving you like helpful tips and stuff. So yeah, that is basically what I'm going to do now. There is so much to do on this case. It is a big one, but sometimes it's quite nice to have a case that's going to take a few days. Also, something else I might be doing tomorrow is I might be starting my little YouTube videos for the business. So if you watch I did a vlog a few weeks ago and it was basically about my new job and I was talking about it. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is YouTube videos for them. So obviously where I've got expertise in this area, they want me to use that to help with their business, which is great because it's exciting for me. It means I'm not just doing the same thing all day. I can actually bring this into work, which this is my hobby. I love YouTube. So to do that in my job is amazing. So yeah, I'm going to start, we're just doing literally like a few trial videos. They're not going to like be released or anything for you guys to watch, but in the new year, we're definitely going to be putting together some videos on specific financial topics. So I get questions all the time like, Hazel, can you do another video on this? Can you do another video on that? I think it'll be mainly focused on a new work YouTube channel because I'll be doing the videos for them. Obviously, I can't do the videos for both channels, so it just makes more sense. Like, this is my lifestyle channel. It's about me. My work is my work. Obviously, I like it, but it's not me. Does that make... It's hard to explain. I'm more passionate about just lifestyle than I am about finance. Obviously it's my job and I enjoy it, but I don't want to like bombard my channel with it because it's just, and there's only so much I can say. On the work channel, it's going to be my actual day job to create that content sometimes. And yeah, I think you guys will find it helpful. And also, like, if there's any of you out there who need financial advice, again, this will help you and maybe you can be directed to my company and we can speak to you about advice because so important to have a financial advisor. But again, we could do videos on that in the future, like why you should have a financial advisor and what they can bring to the table, because people don't really understand what a financial advisor is. Every time I say I do financial advice, people are like, oh, well, you're an accountant. It's like, no, it's literally the complete opposite. Not the complete opposite, but it's so different from an accountant. Accountancy is a lot more focused on tax. You know, we do everything. We do tax. Tax is like 10% of what we do. There's so many other things we do. It's a lot more vast. Not underselling accountancy, because I know accountancy is still very difficult and there's a lot of things and rules, but financial planning is so broad. You know, tax is like one thing, there's so many other things we look at. I'm really excited to get working on them projects in the new year, I really am. And I have been starting to work on like an annual review document. In fact, I'll show you guys what I've been working on. I'll see if there's anything in here that I can show you. So basically, I've just been doing this document. So every single year we have to show our clients obviously a document as to how their funds have done and like how their investments are doing and what value we've added. A lot of this stuff I can't really show because it is a little bit confidential. But I've done this big old document, like every single page of this, I've had to type all this up. But I'm trying to find an example. Yeah, okay, here's an example. So this is one of the pages that will go in the annual review document. Like I say, it shows the client what they've got. So I've added this asset allocation chart in. This is basically showing the clients where their money is invested, which is really helpful. Then we're going to do 12-month performance and historic performance. So basically this will show all their performance figures from the time that we've looked after their money and how well the money has done. So this might be interesting for anyone that wants to know what financial advice is. This is basically showing you what we offer our clients. As a financial advisor, we offer financial planning. So what we do is a review of your objectives and circumstances, confirming any material changes which may impact the advice we provide to you, cash flow forecasting to help planning for the future. That is so cool. And I love the fact that I have access to them softwares because I can input all my stuff as well. Maybe I can even do like a video on it another time. Tax management. So we optimize investments to ensure the most tax efficient solutions are in place. Assess your used and unused allowances for the year. So that could be ISA allowances, capital gains tax, things like that. Any suitable recommendations to continue tax efficiencies in the portfolio, reviewing your overall taxable estate to assess you for inheritance tax purposes, investment management, so we review the performance of the portfolio relative to benchmarks, confirmation of charges, and an overview of our current portfolio positioning. So there's so many things that a financial advisor does to assist with money management and stuff like that. And yeah, that is the annual review, like client-facing document, and I'm literally rebuilding the whole thing, which is really exciting. So I'm really enjoying my job, lots of different elements to it, and a lot more fun than just doing reports every single day like a standard paraplanning role, which is what I've always historically done. And I'm happy not to do the management anymore as well. I like being behind the scenes and I'm enjoying being creative and getting stuck in with things and not have to constantly micromanage other workloads of people. So I'm really enjoying it, guys. Oh my God, now I've been talking for so long. I might just wrap this up here because I feel like I really am going on. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Let me know in the comments if there's any other worky videos you'd like to see. Let me know of any financial topics you want on our work YouTube channel. Like I say, coming in the new year, wait for it because it can take a while. Like there's things we have to get signed off. We're not just allowed to upload it. We need to compliance check everything. We're not even filming it until probably February time. So, you know, it's work in progress, but it is in the pipeline. It's happening at some point soon. And I'm excited about it and excited to kind of like bring my new job into my YouTube world and kind of just like mix the two together. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you really soon. I hope you've enjoyed working with me today. Bye guys.